Welcome to this very special year-end and New Year edition of the Lucha Lounge. I want to first off say Happy New Year to everyone that's watching. I hope everyone's enjoyed their holidays. I know I have. For Christmas, I actually got a Viva La Lucha hoodie. I'm rather enjoying it. A kick-ass gift, if I might say so. I'm going to cover the year in review, kind of what I remember from 2008. Obviously, in early 2008, big story was Ric Flair's induction into the WWE Hall of Fame and subsequent retirement from being an active wrestler. And what a way to go out. WrestleMania 24 against Shawn Michaels, and quite arguably one of the match of the year candidates, if not match of the year, purely for the emotion to see Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels do what they do best. I'd also have to say Evan Bourne's emergence onto the WWE universe, I got to say he's one of the highlights, as well as the talent initiative that ECW seems to have, a good way of bringing out new talent. But I think Evan Bourne was head and shoulders above many of the guys, just purely on excitement level and what he could do, and just where it seemed he was going until his injury. I also got to say, having CM Punk be World Heavyweight Champion and Samoa Joe being TNA's World Heavyweight Champion, simultaneous for the most part, I got to say, big hats, hats off to both men for achieving that goal. And even though their title reigns were criticized, and I gotta say, from a personal standpoint, that these two guys came from ROH for the most part. That's where they cut their teeth and then earned title reigns. And it wasn't just like a couple of days or a week or a month. It was, a subsequent, it was a pretty good title reign. I don't understand the criticism, but my hat's off to both of them. The latter part of 2008 saw some changes. ROH change in booking from who they had previously to Adam Pearce, and also Nigel remains champion through 2008. So stuff there on TNA's front. Bringing in Mick Foley, I thought was a big deal. Jeff Jarrett returning to the ring after 2 years, after a 2-year absence. And I would say the formation of the Main Event Mafia, purely because of the idea that 5 world champions joining a stable was pretty unheard of. And I don't know, it's been pretty interesting just to watch. I probably would have booked it slightly different, but on a completely side note, for PWA, they are planning in March 2009 that show to bring in the entire Main Event Mafia. So if you are in the Houston, Pasadena area, I would advise you to get tickets or go to Booker T's PWA website and check out for details and mark down that date, because it might be one of the few occasions you're going to see all 5 guys on, in essence, a local PWA show. In WWE, the big story probably of the year for the most part would be Jeff Hardy gaining the WWE title. Going from being suspended at WrestleMania 24 to becoming a champion, I would say is a big story. A lot of people were complaining of the timing, but I gotta say, anytime a guy wins a title, it's a big deal. I know some people probably thought it was going to be a blow-off pay-per-view, but I know that when I went on WWE 24/7, I actually was able to watch the entire Armageddon pay-per-view the week following the pay-per-view, so for free. So if you have the ability to subscribe to 24/7, I would say do that, just for all the Attitude stuff. I know right now it's they're showing the Raw and Nitro following Survivor Series 1997, so it's just always interesting to kind of watch and see where they were going, where they went, kind of the hits and the misses. So that all in all is what I remembered, what I jotted down, what came to mind when I was thinking of what happened in 2008. I know the economy's kind of ran amok on some indie promotions and on ROH, and you know, some promotions have had to rethink what they're going to do and where they're going to go with certain things. So 2009 should be a big year. I know, especially in Houston, come WrestleMania time with ROH planning on doing something, and I know PWA is going to plan on doing something around that time, and so is TNA. So it should be a big deal, and who knows who's going to get inducted, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. Now on to 2009 and my resolutions. I had been thinking about this, was going to probably put out a video a little bit after my birthday, because that's really when I started to think about what I want personally for 2009. So these, without really in no certain order, here you go, my resolutions for 2009. I plan on visiting Ashley's grave 2009. I plan on doing it probably around the time that would be the 2-year anniversary. That is my plan. And maybe to meet up with her family if I haven't met up with them by then. I'm going to get a little more organized, use my organizers and my planners and my phone, my BlackBerry phone, that and make sure that I'm a little more organized and have my dates finalized, and with that, putting my dates and putting up pics and blogs and vids on my MySpace, really overhauling that. The unfortunate thing is, this is the only camera I have at the moment, so but I'm gonna make good use of it starting pretty soon, and I want to really update my MySpace and update it with dates, and I started doing that, but I really want to bring that to mind. I also want to rededicate myself a little bit more to wrestling, as far as getting more ring time, making more of a conscious effort to get in the ring more often, just to get to the next level. I also want to live healthier, meaning I want to get to the gym at least 4 to 5 times a week. I want to do cardio at least 3 to 4 times a week. Start doing yoga. I'm getting up there, not up there in years, but it's definitely going to be helpful as far as, you know, making my career even longer if I stretch regularly. And of course, we all want to improve our diets. I'm one of those, and mainly just get back on track with the diet that I had earlier throughout most of 2008. So more likely I won't be eating out that much, maybe once a week, if that. Now for the Lucha Lounge. I definitely want to make the YouTube channel bigger. I want to do weekly shows every Wednesday, try to do them without fail, and if I've got to write it down and form some kind of deadline, that's what I plan on doing, but weekly shows starting in 2009. And probably what you can expect, just off the top of my head, book reviews, movie reviews, comic book reviews, TV show reviews, and of course wrestling reviews. Whatever really interests me, I'm gonna discuss on the Lucha Lounge. I'm also gonna probably do promos on the Lucha Lounge as far as upcoming shows, and if I don't film a promo for that promotion, then I'm gonna do my own. Training vids, you know, kind of what I go through to warm up and such, so on and so forth, just to kind of give people a different idea of what us guys go through. Roadshow vids, I'm definitely going to start doing those, asking for permission from promotions if I can film, not necessarily backstage, but prior to the show, without really stepping on anyone's feet. Definitely doing highlight vids when I can get footage. I'm definitely going to do that. And some of this I'm doing, but I'm going to do more of it. And interviews. I have been, it's been brought to my attention that some people want me to do interviews. Some of the guys would like to be interviewed and appear on the Lucha Lounge. So I'm probably going to have Lucha Lounge moments. I'll probably have the camera with me. So if you're watching this vid and hey, you want to do a Lucha Lounge quick little vid, I'll be down. I just want to make it bigger. I want to earn more viewers, more subscribers, and kind of get my name out there more. Because the ultimate goal for the year is to be signed by a major company, either TNA or WWE, or be in talks with them by the end of 2009. That also goes for, you know, any companies in Japan, any companies in Mexico, or, you know, Ring of Honor, NWA, whoever. I just want 2009 to be a year where I have fun with wrestling and I burst onto the scene even more. So expect another video in a week, starting with 2009, and who knows, I might review Chris Jericho's book. I just finished it. I also just purchased the Hitman book, but be on the lookout for at least a quick review of Chris Jericho's book on my next vid, unless something comes up and I have to talk about what's coming up. So be on the lookout for that, as I've always say, and as I always will say. Oh wait, before I do that, any people that are interested in helping me out, as far as helping me out, just I could use volunteers, just as far as a think tank of what would get my name out there even more. Not necessarily just on YouTube, but just to other promotions, merchandising ideas, and just kind of bouncing ideas back and forth, especially if you are in the Houston area, or if you're around the area and you would like to come sit and talk with me about what we can do to get me to the next level. I definitely would be all ears. So forming kind of a group, making the Lucha Lounge even more of a movement. I really enjoyed 2008 for the most part, and I'm very much looking forward to 2009 and bringing the Lucha Lounge with me and getting it out there. So like I said, I hope everyone enjoys their New Year's. Party hard, be safe, but party hard. And definitely, as I always say, stay cool, stay sexy, stay classy. But guys, you already are all those three, because you're here with me in the Lucha Lounge. Later.